miss doing like even long drives in this car because it's so comfortable. But I bet you're probably asking yourself, why is it the last drive? And no, we're not getting rid of the wagon. No, we're not selling the wagon. No, no one else is owning the wagon or anything. We're taking the wagon off the road because at the moment we are on our way up to Sydney because we are picking up a blow up for the wagon. The wagon is getting a 671 blower. We're going balls to the wall. We're going mechanical. This is going to be a full built party car. We're out and dummy fit the height.
Did he bolt it to it? It's already bolted.
Yeah, it's so light too. Oh, it's going to be fucking mental. Look at that. Wow. Got the manifold sitting on there now. So I'm super happy with that. Now I'm going to try and manhandle the blower out here. Whew, that was difficult. That was a 1-2 yeet kind of moment. So it just shows you how much shit we're going to have to get rid of because a belt has to go down here. There's no way a belt's going down there at the moment. But now, piece de resistance. Beautiful. Oh man, it looks absolutely mental. This is going to be an inaugural moment. This is going to be huge in the build. Not looking, not looking, not looking. No way. Look at that. Look at that view. I would put it on the wider lens, but you wouldn't see anything because it's too dark today. But oh my God. Valve covers, we've got the blower itself. This is just on here while I sprayed it. We've got a special spray that we're putting on it that's metal prep for the paint that we're using. So pretty much just soak it and let it sit for 20 minutes. That's why you can see that it's wet. That's the bracket for the idler pulley. Yeah, so we're almost at the stage of painting. Or like see this little corners. There we go. There, watch out, don't smash the metal on here a little bit. Oh, that is so satisfying. Before I stack them and everything, may as well let them sit for as long as I can. God, I'm blown away with that. I've got the hat completely sanded and nice and ready to go. I'll just give it one more tack rag. I've got everything taped off that I don't want to paint. So yeah, I'm going to get into this now and do the first coat. Look at the reflections now you can get off the hat. So much more depth. I might bring it out into the sun in a second, but everything came out so good. And like for a single can product, like look at that reflection. That's like some of the crazy stuff I've seen from a single can. I'm just about to go pick up a trailer to put the wagon on so we can take it up to Sydney so we can start actually doing some freaking work on this thing. So it's not just dummy fit, it's actually getting closer to running. This is a bit harder than I thought it would be. And at that point, the wagon had dragged us from the left lane to the far right lane, back to the left lane, where the trailer then jackknifed. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I honestly couldn't believe it. Yeah. This is the wagon's resting place for now. She is very sore. I don't think she will ever be again. It is sad, but on to bigger and better things, hey?
Okay, yep. No.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, but yeah, good. That crossbow's going to come out when they're up. Oh, the only thing we told them is it's getting caught on everything on the left-hand side.
It took us the better part of like 3 hours to get the engine out of the car, which blew my mind because like I said, I didn't think we were actually going to really get it done. I thought it was going to be too much to ask in a short period of time. There she goes. We are freaking so excited to be able to tell you that we have another VE wagon shell. We will be taking a wagon to someone that's 34. There she is, boys.
Sad. The wife goes nuts. That's it.
So what was enforced? Was it a wagon as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll turn the trailer back, just whack these 2 wheels on.
Yeah.
Let's just check.
Oh, so real quick, even though it's absolutely monster truck spec, we had to get the new wheels on there. Obviously you can fit like 10 fistfuls between that, but that's what happens when you put 20s on a stock suspension. The car will officially be named Clickbait. The wagon is officially named Clickbait. We have had something absolutely incredible happen, and the guys over at Hammer Coatings have jumped on board to supply some paint for us. That is right, we are no longer wrapping the wagon, we are jumping up to the big boy levels and we are painting this bitch.
Yeah, so this is eliminating all that. Drive gate has highlight of all.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings, yeah, I'm charging up. They can keep up, got them looking drained. We on deck, please don't make them. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain.
Even finished off the engine bay. Look at that, that clear was me. I did that. Have to push on it as the wheel moves. Alright, so I went to the trouble of getting the bonnet out. I know it doesn't sit exactly how it would because there's no guards or front bumper to hold it. But it just helps get that picture of more of a car. Now you got both seats in there, center console, steering wheel, dash. So yeah, so the RHS will go down roughly about there. Alrighty, so it's gonna look something like that, which is good because the sump has a good amount of distance between touching the bottom now. So it's not actually gonna be sitting on here. Got these really heavy duty mounts. Call it quits here today. I've got almost everything mounted. Alright, so it's arrived. First bit of carbon. My God, they did a good job packing it. Holy shit.
Could take a year, I'll still have that paper coming. Put like 10 on the 90, I keep it so on it. All in the club, we don't do no clubbing. Throw like 10 on the 90, I keep it so on it. Orange label, I might pop me too. I was getting money, but they didn't have a clue. Caught the Porsche coming powder blue. Hit the top, we don't need the roof. Fools know we made the rules. I'm with the club, posted by the marina. Eating fruits, looking at views that you never.
Jesus Christ.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck.
One will then be chucking Clickbait's engine on the dyno. We're going to be seeing it come to life for the first time.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours this. tell him run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But
we need some more barbecue sauce.
Is that special barbecue sauce?
Yes.
Ay, coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we?
Yep.
Oh no, that's perfect. Holy shit.
Poking out them jeans, up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up. It's the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Pull up and and I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under rugs like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban.
Alrighty, so this is what I'm talking about. So now we have all the fittings on the top of the hat just here. I can focus. So we have all the fittings on the top of the hat just here. So as you can see, I got all 150-degree turning fittings just here, so that all three hoses can come back down here. I want them to go underneath the blower just here, and then it'll go straight through over here to the front tank.
The cyclone, fit check, spin like a cyclone. Wow, get just hit that mirror for that fit check. Drip coming down the waist, that back don't get wet. Daddy, you gotta chill, that's what my kids say. Daddy been paying bills, my pockets bending. Ben Franklin's, I get money, then get low, see what you thinking. Orange label in my hand, guess what I'm drinking. Ever since I dropped top speed, my line's been janking. Wake up to the money, turn me right on. You look like you got yours with no lights on. I Superman that spin like a cyclone. Fit check, spin like a cyclone. Wake up to the money.
Got the new actual bracket to hold the throttle cable so that it suits it perfectly. And at the moment he's mounting up the gauges, and the awesome thing about the gauges that we've got, because they're proper autometer ones, carbon fiber cups, so it matches. How freaking sick is that? Now, I mean, they were a little bit more expensive, but worth the extra little bit. It's freaking killer touch. Getting through the bulk of the wiring, doing so much of it. He's mounted the coils. Where they've put these gauges is, I was really worried, like a lot of people say, that it doesn't matter what gauges you have, you're never looking at them because you're too busy driving where you're going. And I was thinking maybe like pulling this stock cluster out and like putting a panel behind here so that you could mount them up pretty much, so you got one here, so it looks kind of stock looking. Or even like down here or something, or like up like in this little spot here. But then we thought of putting him pretty much where the stick would be, and you wouldn't see him. But on top of the hat just here, like when you're looking forward, my like comfortable line of sight, if I'm just looking forward, is right here. So pretty much over the boot of this Beamer
just goes the whole way. And that's looking forward, not if I'm looking down, not if I'm looking up, if I'm just looking forward. So they are literally right in my field of view. Got the nice little tail shaft loop that Shane's made up. Well, pretty much, you used the Aeroflow one and just kind of perfected it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, welded the top, then made itself bolted at the bottom. Perfect amount of clearance. Looking good. And you got just here, you got all the shifter linkage and everything, which is really nice and set up. Deep pan on the Turbo 400. So yeah, we've got our killer fuel shutoff valve that Shane fabbed up. And this thing is 6, so pretty much out is off. And then you push in, and then that's the fuel on. So that's actually opening the fuel shutoff valve down there in the engine bay. So then obviously when you finish the skid, you just pull back and the fuel is cut off. Also the shifter is mounted. So at the moment that's in park. So then that's into neutral. But we're actually finally testing everything now, seeing if how the front tank fills up, checking for leaks or anything. Good, it sounds like it's filling up quick, which means the pump's doing its work, getting good fuel in there. Oh, that sounds good. Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys. Cheers, lads. Shane, the legend, really smart idea. I don't know why we didn't choose to do this from the beginning, but he put a filler, like a cap on the top of the header tank. So now we can actually look in there to see, I don't know, how everything's pumping, because you pretty much had to see in the last video when we started it, you had to just stick your head down there and listen to it. So he put this thing on there, which is freaking awesome, because now we can actually hear, like, we can actually see if the tank's full, see if there's stuff left in it. But we've got our breather set up. So it's pretty much just a hose that comes around here. It'll be covered by trim, but then it goes up through this trim, through there, and then it comes through into that. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, in that, the hose comes facing this way. So the vapor will build up in here, but then come out there. Yeah, we got these wicked bad boys machined up so that we can get this. Like, I was going to attempt to do them myself, or try and figure out which ones to get from Rocket, but it was really freaking hard. So I measured these up, and then Shane from Auto Fabrication HQ smashed these out, and they look freaking awesome. Alrighty, so pretty much what I'm doing today is, as you can see by that high level of gloss, I'm going around and ceramic coating everything. So you can see that the bonnet actually looks super good. Look at the reflection of the injector head in it. The interior is actually like all together and all looking nice. The steering column, but I don't really care about that. I've got that trim ring. I had to cut it so that it'd go around, but that's stuck on there now. Looks really nice around the shifter. Everything's just like really presentable now. It used to look really, like it was all in shambles, heaps of mix and match parts. See you in Power Cruise, baby. That keen to get out on the track.